Like I do Ibogaine now. I do psychedelics. I'm actually going back down with a company called Ambio in a couple of weeks to do Ibogaine. I do it once a year just because when I start to get a short temper, or just like if I have to have green noise on to sleep so I can't hear what's going on in my head, it's just time to get back into the psychedelics. And what the psychedelics do is they get me structured. So there's like a 4 or 5 month window for Ibogaine that it works, and that's when you're supposed to structure yourself. So like for me, it'll be the barefoot walking in the grass at least 5 minutes after you wake up and before you go to bed, and then meditation, yoga, and working out. I mean, you got to work out. Just get the endorphins going. But Ibogaine helps you get back in that, and then once you're in that system, then you can stick with it. So that's how it helps. But yeah, PTSD can be anything. I've seen guys try to drink their way out of it, which is horrible. Because it's like I've had friends say, yeah, I'll take a drink of alcohol to get rid of the pain, but then I got to have one more drink of alcohol to get rid of the pain, and then I'll wake up the next day, I have a hangover, but we'll get rid of it, another drink, and it's a vicious cycle.
Been there.
And but the alcohol doesn't help. The psychedelics do, and that's why they're not legal here, because it works. And I don't know why they won't help the veterans with that. I think they're working on it now. I know there's a company also in Texas called Veterans Exploring Treatment Solutions, and they partner with Ambio, and we get veterans and first responders to Mexico, but we should have it in New York at the VA. We should have it in Virginia and California. Veterans should be able to get Ibogaine administered medically, and that's how they do it in Mexico. It's a doctor. You're on a heart monitor. They watch you the whole time, and it gets in your brain. It shows you stuff, and it kind of cleans out the closet. It's terrifying. Ibogaine is. DMT is not. It's awesome. But it breaks everything up, and then it kind of pushes it out for you.
Why is it terrifying?
Because it opens your... Like when people say you use 30% of your brain, it's like you use 30% for tennis and then a different 30% for chess or for whatever. Right. But this one opens all of them, and it all talks. And so stuff that you've suppressed, trauma as far back as your childhood, it'll show it to you. That you wanted to stop thinking about. And then you have to deal... you have to deal with it. The medicine shows you things. And you can tell it, I'm not ready to see that right now. But if it keeps, for me, it's demons. If it keeps showing you stuff, you have to deal with it right now.
Demons?
Demons, like black gum, yellow teeth demons. Yeah, just staring at me. At first, and then it gets rid of them. But
what do you think those are?
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it's just an evil face, but it's a bunch of them. And then with your mind working, if you're...
Do you think they're real?
Yeah.
I think so too.
I do. I think there's real evil in the world too, and guys like me that were never supposed to be killing people, they're gonna taunt me a little bit. But when your mind gets creative,
what do you mean, guys like you who were never supposed to be?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be a killer. I was supposed to be a chef. I was supposed to be a stockbroker. So I mean, I have a big heart. Like I don't want people to go to war. I don't want people to be shooting each other. I don't want bombs dropping on innocent people.
Yes.
But when under Ibogaine, as creative as you can get, you can start thinking of horrible shit. And because you're in a state, you actually see it. You can see it. It's a vision of like awful shit. And so you have to deal with that. But it goes back and forth, and the medicine kind of guides you. And the coolest thing it said to me was the only people who go to hell are people who think they deserve to. So it's a healer. But it's really scary. And then there's a 24-hour period where it's like a really bad hangover. You're depleted. So you get a bunch of IVs and stuff. You do a Reiki massage, which is an energy massage. And then they give you 5-MeO DMT, which is the God molecule. And you go wherever heaven is. And you see it you lose track of time. The first time I did 5-MeO, I asked them when I was done, how many days have I been asleep? And they said 1.5 minutes. Because you lose track of you can't describe it. And I've heard other people talk about psychedelics. You can't, it's the most beautiful time lapse. Like you lose track of time, and I feel like I'm being lifted by my stomach. And there's family everywhere and a maternal voice. And it was telling me I was home, but in a language I didn't understand, but I couldn't understand it, but I knew what she was saying. And like my grandmother, my dead grandmother was there, and she was just saying, we're not waiting for you, we're just here. Like we're here now. And it sounds crazy right now, but it
doesn't sound crazy at all.
It really opens your mind to what next. Everyone that's done it too. I went through I'm talking Sergeant Major and Delta Force guys, 30 years in the Army, and they finished this Ibogaine, Reiki, DMT, and they told me to give a message to Amber Capone. She runs Veterans Exploring Treatment Solutions. Please tell Amber that she saved my life because I was going to kill myself next week. This was my last shot at doing something for myself, and it cured him. It's cured heroin addiction overnight, like dope sickness. Like I heard a story of a woman that was addicted to heroin, and she did Ibogaine, didn't have any visions, just slept. And she said, I don't think it worked. And they said, well, are you dope sick? And she goes, no. And he goes, well, it worked. So you now just set your patterns. So it's, I mean, every veteran that's seen combat everyone that's had any trauma in their life should get a shot at Ibogaine because it's a life changer.